Hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to Minecraft. We are in our Peninsular city and we're going to build a covered market, I guess. We're like here, a covered market around about here, but we haven't decided where to put it or how big to make it just yet. I guess like not too big. Although it's gonna be, actually no. If I make it this big, it's gonna be bigger than everything else we've built so far, except maybe the Temple of Wind. Maybe I should reconsider this, because it's gonna be quite large. The bath is already kind of large. The town hall, like there's size creep going on. Like the builds are slowly getting bigger and bigger. Not sure if that's a good idea or not. It probably isn't a good idea, although it will be about the same size as the Department of Public Works, I suppose. And it won't be 2 stories, it'll be 1 story. I guess it's kind of a similar size. Let me just think about how big I want to make this. So let's say the road is 4 blocks, but it starts like this, so it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Leave a gap, and then it starts there, and then like leave a gap and starts there. Here, we don't need to leave space behind this shop. So it can just start here, the next building. Is that right? Leave a gap and then there's the road, I suppose it is. So it can start there. There'll be like 2 blocks in between the 2 buildings. Although there's like there's doors there, maybe we should leave 3 blocks. Which then lines up there. And then there's this, which is like a dirt path here. So if we get to there, and then we continue after we get to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and then it can. Well, I mean, I don't know if I want it here. I don't know if I want anything like sticking out all the way here. Probably not. Not sure what happens here though. This then I think becomes a different thing, like a separate. This might be just a separate build over here. I don't know what this might be though. I guess a little park, a little garden would be nice, or something. So if that's the case, then this road doesn't actually go into well, I guess it goes in and then turns around, and then comes back out here. So if this is the edge of the building, the other edge, I guess, can come all the way here without too much trouble. Although it is quite far. Is it the baby zombie? Yeah, I see you. I see you down there. So the building can come all the way to here. Sure. Which means then it would... Like this hill has to be flattened quite a bit. So then the other end would be here. And like there's gonna be, I guess, paths through here somehow. And then on the opposite of the road, 1, 2, 3, 4, on the opposite side of the road, it will start there. Do I want this to be 2 stories? Because on this side, this like backs into the hill here. I don't want to push this too far back into the hill. I might actually just stop it like there and just not have it go too far into the because I want to keep the hill mostly as is. I don't really know what to do back here. Oh wait, this starts here. If it starts there, then okay, that's fine. The back of the market. Huh. I guess we can have like a path up the middle. Or like up here. Although I don't know what happens back here. We don't really need to know what happens back there. So this is just going to be one layer deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the back of the shop will be there. And then the back of the shop will be like there. So it doesn't go very far here, but on this side, there's going to be like multiple paths going in here, joining up there, and then joining up the other side. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then like interior path, 3 blocks. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a little bit awkward. Can we push this across? Not really, but what we can do is have it come in this way. So like so here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So then this part, that's the shop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5? 4? Let's see, shop that side, shop this side. 1, 2, wall. 1, 2, opening. 1, 2. That's not good. Let's have it 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. So then the path comes here, but it turns in here. So then whatever building there is going to be joined to this path. Path joins in here, turns through here, and then like maybe goes out here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So there's a path here. In fact, let me just path there. And there's gonna be like a path there, a path there, down there. And then this joins back to that. Right. And then path there. Like that, and that joins back to there. So this is the indoor market. Here, around there, and then the shops on either side there. And then that's just going to be a wall here. Can have another shop there if we want to. Let me just think about that. And then here, I'm not sure what happens. I kind of want a path going in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3. And then that's the shop, and then we can have a path like go back this way somehow if we want to. I guess is gonna be what happens. I don't know if you can see it the way I can see it. I can kind of see it. Well, here, if we're gonna come out here, maybe we might as well not do that. I want to do. We might as well just make this go all the way out here. So instead of having it turn back in like that, we have it continue going out the other side, and then it joins back there, like that. Right, so it's on this side. So the road, because otherwise there's not going to be enough space for, there's not going to be enough space for building here anyway. So the road comes out through there, comes in through there. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Yes, good. So I don't know if you can see it on the map. I think I've worked it out fairly well. Well, there's a big fat arrow in the way. Let me just walk over here. Can you see that? So then there'll be like, there's like 3 rectangles where the shops are going to be, and then the road is going to go in between them. And if I just come over here and drop that path through there, then you can see that a little more clearly, maybe. Kind of. I mean, it's, I don't know. Alright, good. So now the second question, now that we've planned that out, what materials do we make it out of? Covered market, cobble foundations, stone bricks, cobble foundations. We don't really have, I guess, fancy flooring on the paths themselves, and then the other stuff. So like cobble foundations, fancy stone paths, and then wood above the cobble. All right, let's do that. So it's not going to be that complicated. Have we used that pattern before? Cobble foundations and not really. Or like this. So cobble foundations and then wood above is more or less how it's going to be. Although different colored woods, of course. Let me just look at this. Alright, so cobble, it's going to be flush, right? It's going to be flush with the ground. So cobble foundations, and that just means cobble around the edge. Although, do we need to? We might leave this quite open, so it's going to have a roof. But maybe we just have fewer walls. We just have not as many walls. Seems to make sense to me because I want to keep this open and welcoming to the shoppers. So we want to keep the rain off. We want to keep the sun off. But then we want to also have it fairly open. So shops. There's a bit of a contradiction with, like, you want them to be open so that customers can come in, but if it's too open then people can steal stuff and you can't tell they're stealing your stuff because the place is too open. So you don't want to have it too open because otherwise you can't do the security properly, but then you don't want it to be closed and unwelcoming. So you want it to be open enough to be welcoming, but not so open that people just walk in and steal all your things. And you know, if you let people, some of them will try to steal all your things. Unfortunately. That means this gets filled in. Not this one. That means that gets filled in. Not that one either, huh? And I suppose I should cobble this. Right, cobble foundations, and then this is just gonna get shoveled out. We had a nice little hill here, but it's gonna make way for a shopping center, which is, unfortunately, it happens quite a lot in real life. You have a nice piece of land, but it gets turned into a shopping center. And the thing with shopping centers is that it doesn't want to be natural. A shopping center wants to be artificial because, as we said, the whole point of the shopping center is to keep out the weather and to keep in the customers, right? So you want the customers to stay in your shopping center, and you want them to be completely removed from the rain outside. And so shopping centers are by definition unnatural, right? Like you have air conditioning, and then you have people like walking around and you have weird elevator music playing in the background, and everything's just you know, artificial. But you can't really blame a shopping center for doing that because that's how you get people to spend money, right? So it's not like they're wrong to do it. But it is quite unnatural. A shopping center. A shopping center is a fascinating topic of study if you're into studying architecture, that is. Like you want it to appeal to people. So you kind of want it to be fake, but not too obviously fake, if that makes sense. Which is like the most hypocritical thing, right? Like, but people wanna like they come to escape. They come to escape and buy stuff. So you don't want it to feel like you want it to be clearly more pleasant than the outside. But at the same time, you want to put in the things that appeal to people. And so like supermarket designers is the most interesting thing. Like, you know, people want to go shopping, but the supermarket is actually a very fake shopping experience. And so you want to design your supermarket so that it vaguely resembles a real market, but it's clearly not. So it vaguely resembles a real market, but it's clearly not an actual market. So then, that's just the weirdest, the most hypocritical thing you can imagine, but very interesting from a like a research point of view. And you'll notice, actually, this is a good example of the how space consuming roads are. Like you see this giant piece of ground. Once we put the roads in, you see how small the shops are, like how little space is left for the actual shops. Once you put in the roads, like the roads are that big, and this is like in indoor corridors even. They're that big, and then the shops are like that big. So roads tend to take up more space than you expect, just because that's how they are. Alright, so we're gonna dig down here, flatten this as well. At least back to here. So the back of this might be actually a little more closed off. So the front of it is going to be open and the interior of it is going to be open. But maybe the sides and the back are going to be more closed off. Again, this is a very specific purpose. Did I do this wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4 space. Okay, that there is wrong. And so is that on the other side.